already in this tournament.
Yeah, I could look at that because Zaya, I think, yes, he has like very, very late game power spike, 3 core items, but I think this would be a very great champion. A lot of potential to go for those outplays because of the Feathers and also the Feather Storm for safety. So definitely something that we could look at if Zaya can be picked up.
Yeah, I definitely think that if you don't want to go for a Zaya, you can still go for something as safe as Varus, but that's being banned away by Team Flash. They say, nope, you're not going to be able to poke from the distance. Now, no Lee Sin for Vendetta. He has to opt for something else, and perhaps Team Flash might just be happy to deal with a Darius instead or something else, but we're already seeing the first pick being the Renekton. Yesterday, Team Flash was the one to put it in the jungle, so they won't be able to get that for themselves, while we see a Kai'Sa as well as a Nami. Extremely safe lane for Team Flash.
Although Kha'Zix is still played Kha'Zix as a jungler, and so far there has no team picking this up as of yet. But Banana picking up Zyra Khan, this is what we're looking for. This is the lovers duo that can really dominate into the bot lane. Huge potential up against Kai'Sa and Nami.
And they're not revealing all too much of the whole composition yet for Team Banana, as Team Flash opts to go for aggressive junglers once again. Kha'Zix now being picked up. Now, it's definitely all depending on how well Joyce could possibly find those early leads, and Team Flash so far has been able to arrive to majority of these objectives just at the moment that it spawns. Akali is going to be that flashy pick, still flexible to both Baron lane as well as mid lane. Now, if he wants to go against a Renekton or Twisted Fate, which one do you think that he'll be doing better against Infinity?
Well, it looks like Twisted Fate's gonna be locking in, so in an individual matchup, I think Nami in the early game can actually just dash away when it comes to those crucial moments, but Twisted Fate, we all know the gold card is just too much when it comes to CC power, so I think this is what Banana wants, and that global presence could really affect him as well. With Rengar being the jungler for Banana, Team Flash needs a tanky, and Riven can be that tanky champion for Flash.
Okay, Infinity, I think this is going to be a match full of eliminations across the board. So it's all about who gets the leads first overall. So Banana, they do have a little bit more of a global presence, and that Twisted Fate pick can actually counter a Kali that's going to be
counter Team Flash, and Team Flash will have to outplay them mechanically to succeed.
So many things on the line for both these teams. The first match of the day, of day 4. Of course, it's going to be a big one. It's going to be important to get that momentum going. And like Team Flash mentioned, any team can be the top team on their best day, on their top day. We're looking to see that happen again. You know, we've had a little bit of a discussion prior to this competition going. iNitrogen, he's more of a stable player. He's here to play tanks. But in this game, he's playing Renekton. He's looking to win this as we go into game number 1. Talk us through some of those win conditions here, Omo.
All right, let's go from top to bottom, right? Granted, Renekton, I think this champion, why he's so good, he can do it all. But we might have to hold this thought as they might try to 3-man this.
I don't think it's
No
going to be all too
Okay.
much. It's just going to be a little bit of damage. Yeah, but flow the way things go in this game.
Exactly, and Akali's a bit too weak of a champion at level 1. If not, they might have gone for the bubble skill up there and try to snowball a bit of a mid advantage for Ellie, which can really get out of control. All right, so back to the point, right? Renekton, why he's such a good champion? He can do it all, right? You know the meme? He protect, he attack. That's Renekton. He does it all. You want to play to his lane? You can do that. You want to play to your bot lane? Renekton can be stable. It's so hard to dive Renekton. He really does it all. Ellie here, so smart, holding on the spells. Yeah, really nice. Waiting out the gold card timing. Doing a little bit of punishment back and forth. Now, I want to point out the matchups from the side of Team Flash. None of these matchups are unwinnable. They are all just heavily skill reliant. Riven can beat Renekton. Akali can beat TF. You just have to be really aggressive, play like a madman, and mechanically outplay without going into too much details, right?
Sure, we saw in the draft when things first started out, you saw the Kha'Zix, you were saying this was a great steal. This took away from Vendetta's champion pool.
Yes.
Instead, they replaced that with the Rengar coming in with an alternative.
Yeah, let me hit you with some statistics here, Brandon.
Boy, here we go.
So, I mean, the stats don't lie, right? That's the best part. Anything can lie to you. Narratives can lie to you. But the stats will never lie to you.
Wait a minute.
Always got your
Wait
back.
a minute. Oh
Okay.
my goodness. Vendetta's down the bot side. He
Vendetta.
secures the first kill. Gets it the tails. Puts that Maxima on a scholarship here, Omo.
Yeah, this man does not need to wait for level 5. He does not need to wait for the Ranga ultimate. Good setup from Scarlet Battle to get the tempo going. And I want to go back to the statistics really quickly. Kha'Zix, his most played, 3-1 win rate in the regular season. But his third most played is Ranga with a 2-0 win rate as well. And Ranga is basically permaban as a champion, which is why he never gets it. But when he does, Vendetta is so effective on these two champions. Yes, it was a good snatch, but you then picked up champions that were completely counted to Ranga combination. So it ends up still being a favorable draft situation for Banana as Vendetta hits 5 already.
Yeah, it's a fast one, and even looked like Joyce was trying to get some work done on the other side of the map. Gets a little bit of vision, but he doesn't go for the caps, and so Vendetta gets a comeback relatively unpunished. Sure, they know where he is, but they would know where he was gonna be anyway, right? They saw the blue bubbles up. He had to go there at some point. That being said, though, Banana going up against Team Flash here now with First Blood. You know, we talked a little bit about the bot side. You said that Banana don't really like to play as a bot side win conditions. They didn't like to play for a more stable one. But looking at this, you know, getting the lead here, do you think this is going to change the way they play this game?
Look, I'll be very blunt here, right? I don't think that Banana's bot side is a win condition for multiple reasons. The main one being that they're not stable carries. Alright, just a bit of trading back and forth. They have to be careful though, Joyce. Alright, they're gonna see Joyce's recall, and this is big because they know that on the recall bot side, you're gonna reset top side. So now they can track Joyce's jungle pathing very well. He's on the other side of the map from Vendetta, which means there is a timing window here for them to make a play somewhere bot side using Trill of the Hunt.
It might be important as well because the Dragon's coming up in just about half a minute, so something to watch out for both these teams. We see Banana play a little bit more towards the Dragon, though they are happy to trade for Rift Tower as well, so we'll just have to see the mood going into this game. I know talking about this Team Banana, you know, they have a fair bit in the schedule. They're busy players, you know, but they make time to play this game either way.
I mean, we have some fun facts about the locations and whatnot that Banana are playing in. It's far from a conducive, ideal environment, but they're looking good here.
Yeah, it looks like iNitrogen just in for the fight. He pops the flash, pops the ultimate away from the Riven. Has to trade for his own summoners, but he's gonna get away scot-free.
Yeah, and he spends Joyce's time as well, and that's the big thing. He knows where he is, he tracks the jungler, he trades every spell, but now they're gonna get an inside track on this Dragon, and it looks like Banana gets it for free. I'm gonna even wager they have time to come up and contest this Herald.
Yeah, looks like after the Dragon, still gonna have some time there. Gonna pedals a little bit ambitious, tries to get a knockup, tries to find the pin.
Popped, Grandin.
No, I think that's, well, is it? Well, yeah, it looks like that's going to be the case because now they're going to pop the Destiny as well. They're ready to set this one out. They're moving in. It just barely does time out, but he has to brush by the river, so he's going to jump onto the Rift Tower either way. Soul's already in the thick of things, and they find the first catch on the Joyce. Ellie, the next to follow. Now they're on to Shelly. What a great start for Banana.
Really good start for Banana, like you mentioned, Grandin. Soul TPs right into the middle of two assassins. Riven, Akali, Kha'Zix, they were all surrounding him, but he managed to get out using that barrier, using that flash. Good choice of summoner spells, knowing he's going to be heavily aimed by this Kha'Zix, by this Akali, and it lets him get out. His team gets both objectives on the map. I would say I'm pleasantly surprised by this, but given the state of the team compositions, it kind of does make sense. Banana just have the answers to Team Flash. Now, on the other hand, though, Team Flash, I would say they do outscale. Look towards this Riven, look towards this Akali. We're trying to reach a point in the mid to late stages of the game where they just get enough items that no one can ever lane against them in the side lane. You have to send 2-3 people even down there, and when you do that, they trade you on the other side of the map.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about this because iNitrogen, he's going to have to face off against Shy, and he's definitely not shy to take that fight. Let's talk a little bit about this matchup. iNitrogen, he's going for the bit of the Rune King early on. See, popping Dominus, and he gets so much additional stats off that. He's healthy, he's top back up. Looks like Ellie's trying to force the issue, but fortunately, clears the wave just in time there.
Yes. Very, very nice presence of mind from iNitrogen. I really like it. He knows the play is coming in. He popped the Dominus to avoid being executed by the Riven, and has the Fury, so he gets the empowered first skill off onto an entire minion wave, just clearing it out. Trill of the Hunt here.
Yeah, jumps on, goes on for the Nami first. Exhaust's gonna come through. Alcohol Prison's right there.
Exhaust.
Vendetta loses a lot of HP, but Soul's right around the corner, gets spotted out by the ward. Team Banana won't be able to find more. The Team Flash just grab the tower. They're gonna have to back away.
They don't even need to use the Herald right there. That was Vendetta on this Ranga, just shredding towers. We've talked about this before, granted. When Rengar gets time with your turrets, he can take it down in 2-3 creeps, not even a full minion wave needed. Has the Essence Reaver, has the Stinger. This man is gonna start really doing a lot of damage here on this Rengar. And like we always talk about, right? What is the win condition of Banana? It is Vendetta on carry junglers and him just snowballing the game. He's going crit here, Brandon. This man is looking to do some damage.
Look, I'm starting to think, right? Yeah, Banana woke up on the right side a bit, feeling good. But you're looking like you're pretty happy as well. Who is this man?
Yes.
Who am I casting with right now? Singing high praise for Team Banana. Homo.
Look, I'm really surprised. They are playing very well. They have good presence of mind. They have good understanding of how they need to, how they want to play out their team composition. And they're not getting outplayed by Flash. This is what we talked about, right? How does Flash beat Banana? Be better players individually. How does Banana beat Team Flash? I think they steal a couple of games with some carry jungle picks from Vendetta, and if the team sets up well for him, he can carry a couple games. That's what we're seeing.
Yeah, we are starting to see Team Flash make some use of the Kha'Zix. Unfortunately, I think things will stop just about there. For now, not too much to fight over, so Banana just going to be happy getting some control around the map, making sure Renekton's going to go ahead. They're also looking to jump onto Shine. Unfortunately, I think they are just out of range there.
Alright, using Trill of the Hunt just to pick up a Gromp there, a bit of a heavy commitment, a heavy price to play.
It is a
for
frog.
that Toad here.
Well,
Yeah, for that frog.
No, toads and frogs are two different animals, Leonard. I can't let you make that mistake. You already got it right yesterday. Don't make yourself wrong today. Yeah?
I would get into this whole thing, but I have no idea what the difference is between a toad and a frog, so I will not engage.
Yes, that's right. Just know that amphibians, just know that we already saw that happen. For now,
Oh,
Dragon's
man.
gonna come up pretty soon, and the Team Banana looking to get some control here. Team Flash have their number. They're gonna move in quickly as well. But it's a different situation because it seems like Banana now with the 5,000 gold lead are gonna be significantly stronger going to this fight, plus
Definitely.
the Prepare to boot.
Yeah, and that's the point I wanted to make, right? I can't tell the difference between a toad and a frog, but I can definitely tell you the difference here between Rengar's items and Kha'Zix items. One entire Solari Blade up on the Kha'Zix. He's one full item ahead. You cannot take this fight here, Team Flash. Herald in the mid lane.
Yeah, gotta watch out for the Herald, but at the same time, Team Flash trying to collapse in on the Dragon Pit. 9 Nitrogen's gonna join in, force them away. Tidal Wave comes through first. Nice sidestep. Everyone's out here surfing, just gonna make sure they're safe. Pops the Gold Khan onto the ribbon. That's a first cleanse. Nitrogen gets the stun. Back onto Ellie. He's immediately gone. They trade back off a Scarlet Petal, but it's not a worthwhile trade. It's the worst trade deal they could have ever had. Shy tries to jump back in by Nitrogen.
Joyce.
He's right in for the kill. Vendetta, he's coming online now with the Destiny. They're gonna move back in. Nice stun out from Nitrogen. The last
So
auto attack's
one
not
hit.
gonna be enough. So low, but he's still out here looking for the kills. And they move on to the Nami. Glory will surely go down, and Tails has come online. The bot lane from Banana as they sweep up Team Ace.
I have no words right now, Grandin. I am high on Copium Banana. They're gonna make it to groups. Let's go. They get the mid lane turret as well. They get the dragon. They get the full ace, only losing their support and Baron laner. Banana, 8,000 gold ahead, getting the tempo in their favor. They have all the dragons. I'm a believer, Grandin.
Yeah, we've convinced you, and I'm starting to think that Skinny might be the right person. Let's take a look back at the previous fight to see how this one played out.
Yeah, it was a bot engage from Rakan, but it doesn't matter because they're just so ahead. They have so much damage. There's enough CC, right? You got point and click from Twisted Fate, point and click from Rengar. They pop the Akali to start things off. They pop the Kha'Zix. The Riven can't find anything. He doesn't have enough items. This was so sketchy right here. Soul as well as Vendetta barely living on a tick of health. Tails with a very nice ultimate there to just clean up the team fight. And that's gonna be why Xayah beats Kai'Sa. I mean, I feel like Kai'Sa priority is way overrated. That champion is just not that good. So many counters available. And Ali, solo bolo.
Oh my goodness, this is the power of the Renekton. No, but he dashes the wrong way, and
Yeah.
sure can both get him to safety, but things are looking dicey there for Ellie. That being said,
Very
though,
much.
Leonard, oh my goodness, the fight's never really over, is it? Aqua Prison
Yeah,
catches
it
two,
is.
but Team Flash are the ones that have to run away. And yeah, talking about this Xayah Kai'Sa kind of supremacy, you know, it's interesting to see two different camps. TJ's all about Xayah being a weak marksman, and you're all about Kai'Sa being a weak marksman. Looks like both of them are weak enough. That's gonna balance out.
They're both weak in the right situations. They're both strong in the right situations. But this is going to be Banana here. Baron Nashor at 11 minutes. 10,000 gold lead. They are just sweeping the floor with Team Flash. I mean, I expected Banana to be able to steal 1 or 2 games, but I thought those would be hard-fought games. I didn't expect Banana to just come in here and just destroy them. This isn't even a Banana peel. They are just showing that they're the better team in game 1.
Yeah, we thought bracket C was gonna be for bracket Clown, but instead now we have bracket C for bracket Banana, I guess.
C is for banana, indeed.
C is for banana. We never took spelling classes. We don't have to take spelling classes.
Yes, we only know how to count to 3. We definitely don't know the alphabet. That's a given.
Exactly.
Very good discipline here from Soul, knowing he shouldn't overpush this. Double assassins camping in the bush. Destiny's Gate not being available makes it an iffy situation for him, but he gets cover from Vendetta. Really, really good stuff here from Banana. Knowing their limits, knowing when they can and cannot push, it's really good.
Almost
Oh,
uncharacteristically good from Banana. It's just quite surprising to see just how well they're playing with the presence of mind. Now look at this better set up coming through from Tails. They're going to jump in, going Golden. He buys some time over to the back. They've come online, so he's here to fight this. They're jumping in Vendetta. He's playing around the brushes. The gold card lands onto the Kai'Sa. They're jumping back on. It's the ultimate Apex Predator from Vendetta. One by one, they're all going to fall. Shy's going to get stunned up. He's just in range for Vendetta to come in. It's a triple kill for Soul, as everyone from Banana surely must find a multi-kill rampage.
Let's go, and that's gonna be Banana. They want the end here. They're calling Destiny's Gate. Let's go for the Nexus. That's gonna be 5 dead on the side of Team Flash. 10 seconds on the nearest death timer. I think they get this, Grandin.
Oh, it's only gonna be the Nami that's scoring the waves in. They still have the Baron. Nami, what can he do? Glory D, he has to try and hold on to this, and he will.
Oh, that's it.
Too much pressure from the fish.
Yeah, not opting to try to close out the game right there. It wasn't gonna be the timing. I thought they would be able to try to sneak it in time, but Banana opting for the safer play, not wanting to throw a game that they have secured already. Good call to just reset, go for the Dragon here. Let's talk about how that situation started out. Ellie was trying to fish for a play onto Tails. He kind of missed the Shuriken, but what mattered is he burned. That's the big thing here. With that done, the members of Team Flash, they called to just go all in. This is our last chance. Send it. Wasn't enough. And Banana, they managed to just get another dominant teamfight win.
And Banana looking to keep pressing on that, keep going, holding down the gas pedal, looks like. Gonna go get another Drake. Just making sure that they get all the possible win conditions. Don't give Flash a chance to get back into the game. That being said, now if Superman is crashing in from the top side, gonna have to watch out for that Baron lane. Shy's gonna be on permanent wave clear duty because of that. He went for the QSS early on, so no teleport, no option to join into this fight. It's not going to be the same as what Soul has.
Yes, indeed. That's going to be dialing.
I don't think Banana will looking to fight that, but it's a nice tidal wave to push them off either way. Nitrogen, he's going to keep shoving down the bot side. Dragon Lane turret going to be broken open pretty soon here, and Baron coming up in 30 seconds. That's one more thing Team Flash has to worry about.
Yeah, right now, Banana, their win condition is simple. It's secured. Leave Nitrogen here to just keep applying pressure.
Oh my goodness, where did he go?
What?
Where did Dying go?
See?
There's no way he's going to survive through that. He didn't see Vendetta running up to him.
That was the mark on your head, brother. There's a mark of Trill of the Hunt on you, and that's going to be a 4v5. They want to end the game here, Banana.
Yeah, you have to be careful giving Vendetta any assassin in the jungle, and that's what we're hoping to see from Banana. They are a one-threat team. They play towards the jungle, make Vendetta the monster that he is. And now, as they're breaking open the base, just one turret left. Nitrogen wants to lead the charge, gets exhausted. The turret's gonna go down eventually. Kelly's going into the thick of things with a perfect execution. The bubble does manage to catch on to Vendetta, but in the meantime, the assassins are dead. They can't even take down the carries, and it's just down to Soul to move in as Joyce and Glory D forced back to the base. Kai'Sa just respawning at this point, but all 3 inhibs taken down.
They're not calling to end. Banana here with the discipline, with the presence of mind, I would say, to know we don't have to commit for end. We have already won the game. Let's not risk a throw. Let's reset. Baron, we have just gonna come and end the game with the Baron. And I like this call from Banana, but I want to point out on the side of Team Flash, we saw that team fight. In fact, we saw a couple of team fights where Banana members were just taken down to blinking red health bars. If there wasn't such a massive goal lead for Team Flash, we could see how their comp could be successful. It makes sense. You have a bunch of assassins, you have a bunch of dive. Mechanics is the name of the game for Team Flash. Problem is they're just so far behind. Look at Vendetta's items. He is basically capped out, full damage, crit Rengar, jumping in, one-shotting your marksman, going golden, and there's nothing you can do about it. Next game, Team Flash, if they want to win it, they need to have a lot more restraint in draft. You want the carries, you can't overcommit for it. Ellie gets soloed out 1v4, that's fine.
Yeah, Nitrogen, he's gonna watch as Shy tries to jump onto him. Says you have to back away, mate. You can't take
He
this
scares
fight.
them away 1v4.
Yeah, I still want to see Scheming make a Steve Irwin joke, but I'm gonna hold off on that. Let him have his chance. You know, look at his goal difference. You know, this is the difference between starting with Franco Templeton to start the game and not going for that. Banana pulling with a massive lead and now onto the Nexus. There's little that Team Flash can do to stop this. The Nexus looking low and it's getting taken down. Banana pick up game 1.
Banana pick up game 1 in dominant fashion, something that I did not expect myself to be saying here today. Several draft mistakes coming in.
For a matchup when it goes up against the Twisted Fate.
And that's something that we're a little bit critical of, was the lack of objective control coming out of Team Flash, and also the ability for them to identify those trades, whether that be picking off targets that are trying to be greedy, or going for turrets, syncing up waves and saying, well, if you're going to get that, we're at least going to get something back. Now, how much does that go towards the draft? I mean, we can see here Infinity, Rengar straight away banned.
Yeah, they don't want to fight against it. So dominant coming from Banana, but instead actually picking up Riven, so stealing it away against Team Flash instead. Jarvan 4 now being locked in for Flash instead.
Going back to Team Banana here, they could still put the Riven up in the mid lane. You can put it on the top or even the jungle, so that's going to be a really good flex pick. Remember this, when they ban out that Rengar, it opens up the Senna. So Team Banana, they might actually get that starting Senna right down the bottom lane to accompanied by this Gragas, who is likely to go into the support role, but still be flexing out. So I guess that is a plethora of options that Team Banana can still go with, not really telling too much to Team Flash.
Yeah, so far very, very flexible. 3 picks coming in from Banana, and Team Flash is now on the edge. What do they need to do? But Aurelia being hovered in by Team Flash has the potential to go for those outplays, being locked in already. Now, we could decipher on what Banana wants to do, as Ari is now being hovered as well. Potential Gragas support.
Yeah, and this is where I believe Omo as well as Brandon has been telling about the whole Garen up in the top lane. You don't know if this guy's gonna bring up the Infinity Edge going for something offensive, but Team Flash
Asol
brings out the Celestial Dragon once more. So, Irelia, is this in the jungle? Is this in the Baron lane? I guess we'll soon find out.
Yeah, there is a potential for Aurelia to go either way, and Jarvan 4 to be an alternative onto those roles as well. But I think Team Flash picking up the Asol means that they wanna be reflective in parallel onto the aggression of Banana and early roams coming in from their jungler.
Well,
What do we like about these 2 drafts? Are we a fan of what we see? Because I mean,
Team Flash, but take a look back at the compositions, you know, but they've switched things up. They've gone back to their previous compositions. It's high nitrogen on this Garen. You know, you talked a little bit about this, Omo. Why don't you explain this idea?
Okay, I think if you look at the drafts across the board, right, what I think is really interesting is on the side of Team Flash, Joyce is picking up a kind of champion which he doesn't usually play. If you look at his statistics in the regular season, as well as in C-Champ so far, he likes to play duelists. Lee Sin, Rengar, Kha'Zix, things like this.
Right.
But Jarvan, you're normally a tank bot. You go in, you engage for your team. That's basically it. That's your job done. So he's taking on a very different role this time to try to enable his teammates a little bit more.
And changing that role and changing that little playstyle. Those small differences could be what it takes to change the results of this game. That being said, it's Banana versus Team Flash. We're going into game number 2. Banana with the first point up and giving us a little bit of hopium here, Omo. We're gonna see how they make this second game play out.
I don't think it's copium, Grandin. After that amazing game 1 that we saw from them, I actually have a bit more hope. Now, knowing my track record with predictions, I might have jinxed it already, but we'll have to see how it plays out. I think the pieces are still in the right places. Your carry is on Vendetta. The rest of your team built around it. So on something that can roam, push, move, help your jungler get picks. Perfect. Nitrogen and Tails on picks which are hard to kill, hard to punish, and can do their job with, you know, even to low amount of resources. I think across the board, Banana looks good. Their draft fits how they want to play. On the side of Flash, they lose one of their traditional carries in Joyce, and they will have to rely more on the other members stepping up. The big one I'm looking out for is Shy on this Irelia.
Sure, so they've lost a little bit of pressure with Joyce going for a more defensive pick. It's down the bottom side to look at it. Maybe take down Dialing here. Ignite taking him down low. One more. He flashes in, gets it, and the flag and drag will come in to secure the trade kill. But then a little bit too late in the response.
Yeah, and that fight started out with Tails taking a pretty bad trade there. It was a bit ambitious for him to step up that far, and Vendetta will come in a little bit too late, but it looks like we might have a skirmish here, Grandin.
Yeah, skirmish continues.
Oh,
Scarlet Battle, he's
no.
gonna take a decent amount of damage. Has to flash away. Still gonna get caught by the
Ellie's-
stun from the Aurelion Soul, but Vendetta, he's come online. Great knockups. The auto attacks are finally gonna take down Scarlet Petal. Joyce finds something for his
Oh,
efforts, but flashes in. Oh my goodness, Vendetta! What a beast! What a monster going into game number 2 with the triple kill to start off game number 2.
And I don't want to hear anything from anyone trying to tell me that Vendetta is not the best player in C Champs that we've seen so far. He's popping off every single game. That skirmish
Alright.
had started out with both marksmen trading their lives, right? Tails here with a bit of
Oh,
spacing. Pretty fancy.
Yeah, covering yourself there almost. Got him add in the best player in C Champ so far.
Of course.
Grasp on your dying barely saves
Look.
Tails there.
Look, Grandin, I have to say the best player in C Champs so far because we haven't seen Shinsekai play yet.
Oh boy.
I'm high on the SG Copium right now, if you can't tell. And yeah, we'll have to see how the rest of this game plays out, but it's looking really good for Vendetta.
Yeah, if you haven't seen social media, haven't seen the posts, we were talking. Omo had a nice hot take saying that Alliance was the best team in the C Champs. And if you guys want to join in on the interaction, talk to us a little bit. Hashtag C Champs on social media, and we'll maybe put up that message. We saw some pretty cool memes. So let's talk a little bit more about this game because 4-2, strong start from Banana. How is this going to play out? And with the Dragon coming online, how is this going to work for Vendetta here?
Yeah, we always talk about the 4-minute timing, and leading up to that, it's the 3:15 plus timing, right? When do you get your resets in? Where do you get your setups? Which objectives are you fighting for? Big thing to take note of right now, Vendetta is sitting with the Black Cleaver already at 3 minutes and 20 seconds. It's going to be on the map, going to be able to cover his lanes if they want to get a reset down. Fantastic timing from everyone. This is huge. Glory wastes his Rakan ultimate before the fight. He's not going to have it up. He's not going to be able to try to tie people up here.
Nitrogen is actually going to take a decent
kill
amount
him.
of damage back from Shy.
can't kill him.
Unfortunately, you can't kill the Garen. He's
That's his
way too
job.
tanky. That's all he has
That's
to
his
do,
job,
really.
right? Brilliant. I love it because this is all you need to do. You know what Team Flash want to do. They want Shy to pop off. He took the Ignite. He wants to 1v1 you. Nitrogen is sitting here with a Garen. He's got the barrier ready. You know, he's doubling down. You are not going to kill me, and I love what we see.
Look,
But they
he's
do
a-
kill Tails.
Yeah, they find Tails down to the bottom side. Dialing's losing a decent amount of HP to the Ignite as well. Scarlet Petal still on the chase. Venom's going to come in here, clear out the way, make sure they're ready for this dragon. But yeah, talking about this top side, you know, Shy going up against Nitrogen. Nitrogen, he's a temp with a bad attitude. He clocks in, he checks in the work, but he doesn't do very much. He just makes sure that he's present. And then you just have to go and make sure that he's just there. You have to deal with him whenever you can, but that's pretty much all we're gonna see. It will rotate down to the bottom side now. Team Flash, the ones with a little bit more initiative around these neutral objectives. Gotta move on
And
to
Soul here
Soul
gonna start the fight.
Yeah, this is interesting. Force the flash away from Joyce. Not quite sure what the intention was from the Javan.
Yeah, just wanted to go in very aggressively, a bit too aggressively. Nitrogen's rotation, though, is going to be costing them.
Yeah, they do get Dragon. Unfortunately, first turret. Or fortunately, he's a Team Flash fan. First turret going over to Team Flash, now grabbing the Rift turret as well. It looks like a decent amount of gold over to Team Flash. Look at that. They finally pulled ahead with the gold lead as well.
Yep. So this is really big for Team Flash, right? And it all starts out with Tails getting caught and dying there in the Dragon lane. That swung the tempo heavily back in the favor of Team Flash. Initially, the way this game was supposed to work, Nitrogen would just absorb all the pressure in the Baron lane. He doesn't care. He's staying on the turret. He's catching waves. You play around your bot lane. You move them out of lane. You get the Dragon. You control both objectives, and we see a repeat of last game. This game, that doesn't get to happen because you get a solo kill in the bot lane, and Tails won't be able to participate. They get the tempo lead, and Flash, they swing things in their advantage. For the first time this series, they have the Herald, they have the top lane turret already, and things are looking good here.
Talk to me a little bit about what Scarlet Petal's doing here in the bottom side, Leonard, because looking at the Gragas right now, we've seen a lot of AP Gragas in the support role. Guys like Gov,
Yep.
they like to make sure they get the Rabadons early on. By this time, Scarlet Petal, he has a gold lead for a fasting setup, but he's going for the Sunfire Cape instead.
Honestly, I disagree with this. I think the AP Gragas build is just so strong. Well then,
I'm just gonna
execute.
leave it. Yep, it's a double execute. You just get the kill.
know
It's
where to
pretty
go.
easy. Now the bottom side though, it looks like Soul's
Oh,
gonna
no,
go
no,
down
no.
again. The trade pattern
Yeah.
really looking to shut down the bottom side of the map.
I'm actually not sure how he got caught out there. He probably got charmed up and then CC chain. That's the most likely thing that could have happened, right? Because Ari with the triple dashes, you are just generally so safe, so hard to catch and kill. But the problem is he must have misplayed and gotten caught somewhere. We see some action in mid.
We'll look to see if Team Flash have misplayed, overstepping their bounds. Stepping forward into Banana doesn't seem to be the case. They're going to be able to back away. iNitrogen will be the one to match the Rift Herald. But that is the second turret for Team Flash. And looking like a third potentially as they start chipping away at the bottom side in a tier turret.
Yeah, it's gonna be a third, I think so as well. Not gonna be happening right now, right? But given this team composition that they have, they can easily send Shy down there, or when someone comes to try to catch Shy, they'll just trade objectives. That's the name of the game for Team Flash right now. They trust in Shy to at least be able to pull 2 members over, and they'll just be trying to trade. We do see some reshuffling of the lane assignments, which I think is pretty interesting. Tails here on the center are going to be dual laning with Soul in the mid lane, and you're putting both your tanks on the side lane, which I can understand. Given the team comp that Team Flash has, they want to catch you guys out. You're not going to let that happen, or at least you're going to make it really hard for that to happen if you put your beefy boys in the side lane. Bring them back to the point about Scarlet Pathel and the Gragas, right? You have so many tanks already. Why do you need more tanks? The tanks are not going to save him from Irelia. She does 2 damage.
Quite save him, and Scarlet Petal losing health to the Ignite survives through the happy hour just to clutch it. Nice little escape for Scarlet Petal, just seconds away, just a tick away from getting a solo kill.
Yeah, really, and Shy is starting to turn on the heat here in the Baron lane. He's putting on the pressure. But the unsung hero so far, we talked about Joyce and tanks. Oh,
Flash
that's
engage
huge.
with the
My
knockup
goodness.
onto 2 padded together with Yorin and Soul. That's 1 confirmed kill, and Soul running for his life, picks up honey fruit to try and keep himself topped up, but the wave's starting to crash in. Lots of pressure from Team Flash here. They're looking to jump back onto Scarlet Petal, but Vendetta, he's finally in these fights. He's gonna get caught up in the Cataclysm. Doesn't have enough damage to follow through. They're moving back onto the Radiant Soul. Ellie's gonna go down in one more hit. They'll flash forward, but they finally find it with the broken wings and execute off an opponent.
They get 1 as a trade back, but it's still going to be a big win for Team Flash yet again. They're pulling more and more ahead as this game progresses, and you see the idea behind their team compositions. You're not able to match them on the side lanes. They'll get prio, they'll rotate mid, they'll jump on you. We see the combo from Glory D and Ellie. The stars align, huge ball into the Rakan Charm. That's brilliant. Cloud Drake now, this is going to be a big point of contention. I think Aurelion Soul, he's going to bring a big star over as well. You have to watch out for that one.
You know, this
Not
is
quite, I think.
I think we've figured out the formula almost. Skimmy is going to be a good lock charm, and you're going to be the jinx for Team Flash. It seems like things aren't working
This is
well.
why I didn't want to vote for them.
Yeah, this is why you didn't vote for them to begin with. Thankfully, you know, Yada's there, so nothing is set in stone. That being said, though, interesting position coming through from both sides. A couple of big ultimates, key ultimates already expanded by Banana right before this dragon starts. They do manage to find the first knockup. Scarlet Petal might be the target of focus. Vanguard's edge comes across. Fortunately, I don't think Irelia is fighting all too much here. Vendetta's joining in now. He pops the ultimate. He's ready to jump in. Look at how low Flash are. They have to back away. Vendetta's online, and he's chasing after them. Oh, he's now moving on to Joyce, who finds the knockup, but by dialing, steps out a little bit too far forward. They do find the kill. Back in time with the Cataclysm now coming on. Soul's the only one left alive. It's Tails now having to back off. Banana losing 4 in exchange.
Such a close fight. This series has been so back and forth in terms of every fight. It's been everyone just surviving with a tick of health. The unsung hero of that fight, Ellie on the sidelines, had brilliant positioning. Banana started that fight off trying to catch him. He flashes away, his positions within the Baron pit, so his stars are hitting the entire team Banana the whole fight. And that fight was played on the limits from Vendetta, from Shy, from Joyce, all with a tick of health, trying to find that bit more of damage. Unable to do so in the end for Banana. Flash, they pull ahead yet again, close to 10k. Look at this, they tried to go on Ellie, but mistakes from the tank line of Banana. They get caught out way too early. He might be tanky, but Flash have damage. True damage coming in from Irelia, percentage health.
Oh yeah,
Kai'Sa,
look at that
and look at
interactive gameplay from Aurelion Soul as well.
Yeah, he's just shredding their whole team with the stars on the sideline. He doesn't need to do anything more. Brilliant, brilliant stun there from Shy. This guy, we talked about him for a reason, right? He is the carry for Team Flash. And Joyce as well. I mean, he's been doing so much work on this full tank Jarvan. I believe he has the highest gold in the game right now. That's going to be a hard Jarvan to kill.
Oh, second highest, yeah. They try to flash in with the Vanguard's edge, and he catches off Tails here in the mid-size Scarlet Petal. He pumps a Gargoyle Stone play, is quite tanky for now. iNitrogen gonna make sure they have a little bit of space to work with. Joyce might go down. Vendetta trades back with a kill.
Wait.
Ellie is not able to move.
Ellie DC?
Oh no, I don't think they like this.
Pause it.
Banana, they're trying to be nice about this. They're like, oh, we don't want to take this fight. Someone
Oh,
stop
no,
this.
what's going
Someone
on
stop
here?
this cottage. The minions are coming through, though. Stop the cottage.
Minions are
Stop
gonna
the
get
action.
him, no?
Oh, Banana.
It's a bit of a stare down here.
They're playing sportsman-like. Shy's making sure
Oh,
to clear the
Shy's
waves.
saving his teammate from the minions.
Shy's clearing the waves. He's making sure. Yeah. They just gotta clear the waves.
So all of Team Flash DC.
League ups. Pause the game. Stop it.
Oh, Shy's here. Why is Shy still in the game?
Better internet connection on Shy, I guess.
So this is why he's the best player. on
This
Team
is
Flash,
why
because he has
he's
the best internet connection.
Finally,
Why
we
did
get
it
that.
take so long? And we are heading back into game here between Banana and Team Flash. I, for one, was kind of thrown off by the pause, but it was a very exciting and intense game. To bring you guys a bit up to speed, take a look at the scoreboards right now. This is basically Vendetta against the world. The
What?
movie, basically. Like, that's all we have to keep
Well,
note of right here.
I don't think you can discredit his team that much, Jomo. I'm sure that you talk.
I think we can.
You feel a little bit bad about how they're lacking some damage, but I don't think you can discredit it that much as the whole galaxy is coming their way. Scott Battle surely is gonna get caught at
Oh
the
my
start.
goodness.
Tails might get caught in the leeway as well.
What?
Loses a little bit of health. 2 damage to the soul, but that's just about it, Omo.
That's about it. Yeah, just a bit of damage.
It's a little
sending bit of a
underwhelming.
Message. Look, Brandon, I definitely can discredit his team very, very much. Starting from we'll start with Scalapato here, okay? Building for full tank Gragas when his team desperately needs the damage, failing that cask, which is critical as well to turn the game around.
Oh, there you
Tails
go.
getting caught constantly on the center. Soul getting caught when he rotated down to defend the Dragon Lane as an Ari with 3 dashes. He should not be missing that charm as well. It's Vendetta against the world.
Yeah, well, you know, either way, no matter what happens, even if things don't work out and you have to make an apology, you can always bring Team Banana out for some hot pot. Say you're sorry, say you're sorry for doubting them, and everything's gonna be good and everybody's gonna be happy again. So, going to this one, we're back in the game and it's Dragon in 20 seconds. Team Flash, they want to watch out for this Baron as well. You know, they have a little bit of power with the Kai'Sa. Gotta be a little bit cautious about the center scaling online now. Now, talk me through this a little bit, Omo, because we don't see the execution is calling
Nah,
one of the
Brandon,
first
I don't think
item
they're
pickups
concerned
on
about the
center.
center scaling online. It's gonna be
Alright.
another 10 minutes at least, I think, before that's
Oh,
off.
we
He
never
has a
know,
black
25
cleaver.
minute game possibly, yeah.
It's gonna be a really, really long time. At this point, he's basically gonna be a utility bot. Catches are coming in. They're trying.
Okay, Joyce is over to the side.
Oh
Shot misses
my
again. Oh, look at the
God.
wombo combo. Lock them all into the cage. Soul is the first casualty of the fight. And over to the back there, taking down Tails as well. It's Shy
Vendetta.
coming online as Vendetta. He's against the world. He's trying to take down Joyce in this process. One more hit will find it. Dialing jumps in.
Oh.
But look at the crit. The double kill. The triple kill.
Oh.
And finally, Shy takes him down, flashing forward the Blade Surge.
I'm feeling so sad for Vendetta right now. Just call him Scott Pilgrim because he's up against the world. It's so difficult for him. His teammates are not doing anything. I'm gonna be brutally honest here. I'm a bit disappointed in this performance because in game 1 we talked about how Banana did exactly what they needed to do. Top the bot, cross the bot, everyone did their jobs. This game, complete opposite of that. They're dropping the ball, they're getting solo killed, they're getting caught, and I would point to iNitrogen as the last standing bastion in this team, right? He's doing his job on the Garrett. He's not, and he's a full tank. That's all he can do. Look at the setup here. Brilliant stuff from Joyce. I thought he was caught, but Glory D on this on doing so much work, setting up the Cataclysm, setting up the stars from Aurelion Soul, and it's an easy cleanup of the team fight. Vendetta right here, look at him. He's just trying his best, but his best, unfortunately, is not enough. He really tried his best. He triple killed with nothing to work with.
Look at that fast fingers, Omo. How do you move your fingers so fast, man? I have no idea. Once again, we're looking
I
at
can't do that with a mouse and a keyboard, so very impressive stuff from Vendetta.
Yeah, but now
we're
we're
gonna
looking at
see
both
the setup,
sides,
though.
right? Yeah, Soul's coming in here. They're maybe trying to find an engage to get the
Nice.
knockback onto Ellie. That could be the damage they were looking for, the cash they were looking for. Instead with the Vanguard's
Look,
edge
Shy.
coming through, they're trying to block back Shy, stop him from getting online, but the Blaze is coming in. He's already taken down first. The Vendetta's gone. Soul's dead as well.
That's
Iron the
game.
next to follow, and that's gonna be a massive sweep. They've taken down 4 and escorting the Baron minion waves in. They're looking for a victory match here, Omo.
They are indeed. The carpet is lined out. Everyone is dead except the full tank Gragas. They're gonna go for the Nexus here.
Pausing, taking a breath, holding on. They took a little bit of a breather, but Team Flash is back into the game and they're taking game number 2 to equalize things 1-1.
And we have a series on our hands here, Gaminism. Very good performance on Team Flash. This is what we expected from them coming into the series. I didn't expect them to get roped by Banana, and this is looking more like it. Mechanical.
Could still be going in for a majority of all these offensive champions in the early game, so just gotta look deeper down the list. If he wants to go for something like an Olaf is being left available, it's still very much of a good choice if Team Banana wants to consider options that's still somewhat beefy and offers just enough amount of damage. Now, we're going straight into the draft here. We're already looking at some of all these bans hovering onto what Vendetta has been offering with the Rengar and also taking out that Rakan, meaning to say that if Banana wants to play it safe with the Zaya, they won't be able to do that all too effectively.
Yeah, I think Flash at this point in time, they're really target banning onto the jungle bot lane dual synergy for Banana, or not dual synergy, but rather having that early roams from Banana is just so obnoxious. So banning the Rengar and Rakan disables the potential for an early aggression up here for Banana. So I think that is what Team Flash is targeting. And so far, Riven being a priority by these two teams in the series so far.
Yeah, later the XL. And actually take them down pretty quickly when they're low in some of these team fights. And Banana, they say, you know what? I don't need a Rakan to accompany me. I'm pretty much a grown woman myself. I'll take Nami along the journey. So this is still going to be a very good, safe option out there with good enough amount of heal with the ebb and flow, also giving her sustainability. It's more of the rest of the composition that Team Banana has to build around to ensure that they can get the death ball rolling. So, Team Flash, going in with the Varus as well as Jarvan, I think that this is what they've been sticking to. Well, this is still very flexible when you have both the Riven as well as the Jarvan that can just swap into any of these lanes over on the upper portion of the map.
Do you
Yeah,
think
they
it looks
can
like a bit of an
switch.
oversight, Infinity, though? The fact that they've banned away the Zegs, they've let the Varus be picked up for free, they've gone for comfort, really. I mean, I'm looking at a Banana composition with lanes, pick sides swapped. They've gone for comfort as opposed to what actually may have been the problem last game.
Yeah, I think picking up the Varus could bring up Flash into more of the range potential, considering they picked up Jarvan 4, they picked up onto Riven. This could lead into CC chaining potentials onto those team fights and lead Varus into a safe position. Now with Banana though, I think they're reflecting onto their game 1 composition rather than Rengar. They picked up Kha'Zix, but still huge potential to roam into the bot lane at level 3, at level 5 to be able to try and impact in the dual lane.
Okay, what Team Flash is telling us here is that they want high kill pressure down on the bottom lane. They don't care about that level 5. If you want to get that kill on level 2, that's going to be very doable when you do have Varus, Jarvan, as well as the Thresh. Now, locking in the Irelia as well. So, Garen ideally will be going alright against a Riven or even a Jarvan, but I'm not too certain if he could win all too easily when he's dealing with the Irelia though. So, Team Banana, they got the final pick going, and we expected the fate to come right by.
Now, I think this is going to be very intense. I think Banana can utilize this because considering Varus, I think, is one of the ADC champions that doesn't really have an escape route, right? They don't have Blink, they don't have invisibility, unlike Kaisa, Ezreal.
We saw some pretty good showings from the bottom lane of the side of Team Flash. We saw Glory D had some sick engages on Rakan. Not gonna quite be able to replicate that here on Trash, and we need to see Banana members, please don't get caught again. Glad to see the Garen for our Nitrogen. I think that's a good pick to stabilize, but I think that the dive comp from Team Flash might get pretty counted here by the Zaya pick, by the Nami pick. At least I hope for that to be the case.
Yeah, we'll see if there's any survivorship bias when we see the Thresh going into games that are already winning. As we talk about going into games, we're going into game number 3. Team Flash going up against Banana. They're looking to take this one away and get the first team up to match point. We're still up in the upper brackets. Wasn't quite expecting to hear that from Miomo. But yeah, we're going into the upper brackets, and Banana and Team Flash one apiece.
Yeah, I wasn't quite expecting Banana to be here comfortably in the upper bracket as well, having taken down another game from Team Flash. I think they're looking like a serious contender here. This time around, something that I kind of forgot to mention was the Twisted Fate pick. this was a big one for the game that Banana won. Destiny Gate is just so strong as a spell. You get to navigate the map so well. You get gold so easily. And we talk about the 2-3 item spike from TF being so effective and coming so early. I think that this is definitely a higher prio pick than Ari. And we saw yesterday as well, right, Grandin? TF was the decider between Invade and who was that? Between Invade and Saigon Phantoms as well.
I have to ask though, Omo, do you feel like the Twisted Fate pick is especially empowered when you have assassins or assassins with stealth on the enemy team?
Definitely the case, right? It is better if you can review the stealth, but it's a luxury thing as we see some action.
Yeah, interesting start to the fight. Exhaust's gonna come through. Dylan's gonna have most of his damage stifled, but unfortunately, it looks like Banana's still gonna take the worst end of that trade.
Yep. And this is going to be a big problem for Banana, right? We talk about how Trash is a bait pick, but it can do one thing very well. With a Varus, it can be lane dominant, and if you do land the hooks, you can find the picks really easily. We're going to see a trade of Scuttle Crabs here. Bot side has to give up everything because they're losing the trade so badly, and Tails is going to get dived.
He's level 2. He's going into this. The Ignite's already come through, and yeah, it's not even close. Joyce comes in with first blood.
Actually, I say that, but he could have gotten out. He had double sums. Scarlet Petal was back here. I think if he flashed, he could have gotten out, and now they're just going to get re-dived. This is so horrible.
It's a repeat. They're going back around. Shines up by the top side. He's going to face off against Vendetta.
Nice.
Gets a nice stun off. Stops the Kha'Zix in his tracks.
Yeah, this is going to be a pretty good trade for Banana. That's a huge stacked wave in the Baron lane. It's going to make sure Shy gets his growth a little bit slowed, and I think that's highly important because we saw what his Irelia could pull off in the last game. If you give him an inch, he's going to take a mile. He was team fighting like a monster. This Javan pick was instrumental as well, right? They were the dive buddies going in here together. This time around, it's going to be a little bit less effective. Bramble Vest on Iron Nitro, that's going to be a big pickup as well.
Grabbing an early Bramble Vest means they're gonna play for us the same kind of condition as the Garen last game, playing it safe, trying to skill up tanky, make sure he's
look at Joyce.
Menace,
he popped the Broken Blade.
Yeah, here we go, starting things off early. Scarlet Petal's gonna face off against a lot of damage, likely gonna go down. Aqua Prison comes through, but still goes down. Destiny comes in, and they do find a damage to trade back for one, and it's gonna be a little bit late in the rotation.
That's a good trade. I think you're happy with that. They want a bit more on Ellie, but he has a flag and drag, so...
Wait! Stun card comes in, he cataclysms back into the fight, but he has the lantern. Gets out to safety.
Alright, gets out in the end, so that's going to be A-okay for him. But a bit of a tempo lead here for the side of Banana. You get a couple of kills, it's going to be a bit of a trade. But we do see some stabilization coming in from them. Joyce was so far ahead in gold. He's ahead of Vendetta for the first time this series in the early game, and he's gonna use that to try to snowball. So killing him there kind of puts a bit of a bumper in his tempo, and as well as him blowing his flash is gonna be very helpful for the dragon fight that's gonna be coming up in 30 seconds.
Look, but if you're a Vendetta fan, you're definitely quite happy about this. You're seeing the Kha'Zix. Sure, it's hit again. We saw this happen in his first game up against QWQ. They got a pentakill with that champion.
He did.
So surely, if you're a fan of Banana, fan of Vendetta, you're quite happy to see this. Even if he's a little bit behind the early game, he doesn't quite mind. He's still going to go in, trade off against Ellie, take a decent chunk of damage away from him, and just going to reset back in the jungle.
I think at this point, you should be calling to trade objectives here on the side of Banana. You are not in condition to fight.
Oh my. Oh my.
Yeah,
a little bit too ambitious there. That's the flag and drag onto two, and they get the catch onto Soul. He has double summoners. I'm not sure that's going to save him. He flashes from one end of the box to the other end, still going to get caught out. And Vendetta burning down low to the Ignite barely survives.
Look, and this is a consequence of the bottom lane differential that we saw. The trades that they were taking were not going in their favor. They were losing fights in bot lane. This means that Glory D is full tempo advantage. He gets to be anywhere he wants. And I think it was Rick who brought this up, right? When you play a trash, what do you want to do? Two things, right? You want to win your lane, and you want to move with your jungler. That's exactly what Glory D is doing to great success, I might add, and it gives him a lead. The mid jungle 2v2 won't go in the favor of Banana because it's not a 2v2, it's a 2v3.
You know, you're sounding really smart here, Omo. Bottom lane differential while using big words. You're trying to impress us here. I'm going to keep it simple. Bot lane difference for Banana. How do you feel like this is going to make it? Bot gap. How's this going to make a difference? Because you see Scarlet Petal, he's already rotating to the mid side. Just trying to make sure that they're safe. Tails has entirely given up that lane. They're going mid. Instead, they send Soul to the bottom side. How's this play out?
It's really iffy. They have to give this one up, I think. Vendetta is behind in goal, and with him being the primary carry of this team, that's not something that you want coming into these team fights. What I would suggest is for them to look for a TF pot to the Baron lane and try to find something over there. With that said though, they are not set up for this play, and it seems like they're just going to give up this dragon and not be able to get anything in return. Nitrogen is going to be way too late to get here. Shy is already in position, so that's going to be Herald as well as Dragon for Banana.
Yeah, but I'm still a little bit afraid of the Aurelion Soul from last game. The Dragons giving them a little bit of PTSD, so they're gonna leave that for Team Flash instead. Leave them to grab that one first up early, but that means both neutral objectives picked up for Team Flash in the early game. Rift Tower was also theirs for the taking, so now they have a double whammy. They can do two things at once, Omo.
Yeah, indeed. And when we saw Banana take the first game, what they managed to do it off was off of an early game lead, getting both objectives. This time around, Team Flash turning the tables on them, and it's looking to be a very dominant performance once again from Joyce.
Yeah, looking good from Joyce coming into this one. Shy is also coming in here with Irelia. We've seen a little bit of Irelia jungle, but definitely looks to be in better form in the Baron lane. Gets a little bit more gold, a little bit more farm down the bottom side. Soul's gonna face off. Ellie looking low. Wild Guns barely missed out, and so he's still gonna surely lose his life here. He's still alive though. Joyce, there we go. Flash in, gets the stun off. That's the kill.
But he did the most that he could in that situation. I think it was a good attempt at trying to outplay. He very nearly got the kill on Ellie. Instead, will settle for burning double flashes. That Neville dodges out on the hook. They're gonna try for more. What?
Okay.
That's not what. You don't need to. There's no hook available. There's no follow-up to the Chains of Corruption there.
You're clearing the wave. You're clearing the creep. That's one creep there.
Using the wave to kill the wave.
No, yeah, that creep had a make-a-wish, right? Creep had a make-a-wish. He wanted to go surfing for the first time in his life before
Vendetta. He's having a really tough time right now.
else.
He's not facing off against Joyce.
Yeah, no time to farm, no time to deal with his own counterpart. He's been facing off against multiple opponents. There goes Stun Card starts things off. Joyce is going to be nearby. Cataclysm comes in. But the flag can try to get away.
Pretty questionable things from both of these teams, right? But yeah, the point that we were trying to make, Vendetta has not been playing against Joyce this game. He's been playing against Glory D and to some extent Ellie as well. The support from Flash had such a free lane that he's just taking over the map. Joyce comes in, smites away the red buff, Vendetta has to run. It's so sad. They're doing exactly what they need to do. They've identified how do we win against Banana. We shut down Vendetta, and they're trying to run for more.
This is it. This is the tempo of the game they were looking for. Nice flash away from the flowers to wet to dodge away from the stun, but still going to be the death sentence. Let's see if this makes a difference. Nitrogen, he's very much tanky. He's still very much alive. They're just going to clear the wave and hold on to this top turret.
But Flash are running the map right now. They are taking every single lane. You have to invest more members as a Banana team, as a Banana player rather, to make sure that your teammates don't die. When that happens, Flash trades you on the other side of the map. They get more on the map. That's the story of what we've seen so far. Ellie has his cooldown up in a couple of seconds. He's gonna be happy. Doesn't even need to.
Glory comes through. Wait, still looking for this. Yeah, death sentence gonna connect. I'm not sure if Soul wants to keep going for this, but he has the flash. Could flash in with the gold card, but they back off instead. Top side turret gonna go down. They're making their way back to the mid lane.
They are indeed, and they're trying to siege this one. I don't know if that's the best idea right now. 2-on-1 here. Nitrogen can't get out. He's tanky, but these two guys do so much damage.
Oh, fight back in the mid side. Ellie's looking low on mana. Featherstorm coming out, but it's a little bit too late. Tails misses out the kill, and the arrow clips onto two. Darling puts them down low, looking for the solo. Finds it on Scarlet Petal.
Yeah, and I don't know what that 2 disguise was. I don't really know what he was trying to accomplish. Doesn't quite get anything out of it. Vendetta doing a bit of a little campy here, but it's gonna get spotted out by the ward. Has to just back away. Look at the gold lead. We are approaching 10,000 gold here for Team Flash. I can't really do the math, but they are running away with this game.
Almost looking at 8,000. Death sentence connects back onto Soul. Looks like a repeat of the last fight we saw in the mid lane. Looks like this time around though, they find the first kill back on the Glory D. Things are looking up for them a lot better than last time around. Vendetta's coming online now. One more hit, surely we'll find it, and he makes something happen in the mid lane.
He's trying his best. The poor guy is really just trying his best every single game. Nitrogen is trying his best to hold down the fort, but they can't find enough. They get, what was that, 2 kills onto the bottom lane of Team Flash, but they lose their turret, they lose Vendetta, and they nearly even lose more. They're gonna lose the Ocean as well.
Yeah, likely losing Ocean here. See Twin Shadows coming through for Soul. Team Banana playing for a much safer Twisted Fate. Generally, we like to see the Lich Bane come through early on, just give it a little bit more damage to Twisted Fate. Instead,
I like
they
the
realize,
Rapid Fire Cannon.
Yeah,
I like
Rapid
the
Fire
utility
Cannon, second item. We see that in this game instead.
Yeah, it gives you a lot more utility. It's much easier for you to do your job of just clicking the stun, getting out. If your Kha'Zix wants, he can find a bit more. And just burning the flash from Scarlet Petal there, taking a greedy rotational path, will get punished. And I mean, the name of the game right now is jungle difference, but jungle difference comes as a result of bot difference.
So in the end, it's still going to be bot differential, as you so eloquently put before. Team Banana trying to hold on, but look at this jungle just being cleared out. You clear this entire jungle, that is about a wave and a half of golden EXP. Vendetta, he needs to fall to the skill.
He can't get anything. Yeah, everyone is living in this jungle. He is getting bullied right now. This is what happens when you get a Varus trash lane that gets a hit, right? And look at the gold on Shy and Joyce, both approaching 10k. Vendetta here, the lowest gold of any carry on his team, setting at 6,000 gold. And we talk about how this is a one-threat team. You cannot see Vendetta struggling this far behind in terms of gold, in terms of items.
Yeah, he's been playing it safe, been able to hold on. You see, he's only had that one death, but as a result of that, we've been seeing a lot of action. They've missed out on. There we go. Gold starts exhausted, get the silence off, and one kill. On the Dialing by double. Ultimate's committed to that fight. Meanwhile, Joyce is looking for the angle in. Vanguard's Edge connects onto multiple targets. Tidal Wave gonna try and build some space. Vendetta, he jumps out of it. He's not looking for this fight, but they finally find a kill onto Joyce, and suddenly things are looking on the downside for Team Flash. They get silenced right before the Dragon's Lance, and Team Flash forced to back away.
They want Baron. They can get it. They can get it as well because you have the damage from Kha'Zix isolation. They're gonna be getting onto the Baron. Tails is gonna be doing a decent amount of damage with 2 items as well. I think Glory D smells this one, but what can he do?
Okay, they're starting this one up. That's a death sentence to start things in. Shy's coming in from the side now to get some decent vision. That's going to be the Flawless Duet coming through. Good damage coming out. It's looking, things are looking very dicey as Banana are still in the pit, but they're in the pit with Team Flash, and the Baron goes over, stolen away by Team Flash. Banana lose everything there.
It was a disaster there, and it all starts out with Glory D holding down the fort, making sure he annoys them as much as possible. That could have been so good for Banana as long as they secured the Baron. I do believe in that at the Smite for health, and Piercing Arrow was what stole it away from Dialing. Half a screen away, it does not matter. This Varus does so much damage. Look at Shy here. He tries, Soul Runner tries to get the stun onto Shy, but Shy will use that as a chance to get on top of him. And look at Dialing here, this Varus, the Piercing Arrow, needs Smite to contest that one, and he gets away such huge amounts of burst. He is huge right now on this Varus, and Banana, they need to find a jump on him again, or it's gonna be a difficult fight.
Yeah, that's an oof-sized launch. It's the biggest one that you could probably grab at your local convenience store, your fast food joint, or whatever you're looking at. Team Banana, they need to find some way to get back into this. Baron's
and they
no longer
need
an
to
option.
start it off by killing Dialing. The consolation for them, the silver lining, is that Dialing went for Spooky Ghost. He got the Twin Shadows. He's not gonna have QSS. He's not gonna have Jonius. So if you get on top of him with the TF Gold card, that could be big. I don't know if you want Jarvan though.
Let's see what happens. Vendetta jumping on, gets some decent damage. Oh, but the Dark Passage.
Glory D is everywhere. He's everywhere.
Look at that. Here's Dead Man's Blade. He's running around the map. He's marathoning around the map.
He's really getting everything, and Scarlet Petal as well as Tails are having such a hard time here to even be able to touch the wave. Team Flash are taking over the map. Banana trying to find picks, but not getting it where it counts.
They had a miraculous find in the mid lane, and that almost converted into the Baron, but losing that opportunity, things are looking a little bit more difficult for Team Banana. Now, Inferno Drake spawning up in 10 seconds will mark the third for Team Flash if they secure it. This Banana will just have to watch out for these minion waves. Suppose the upside of this is that they only do seem to have the one Baron buff on Dialing. That's a couple ultimates gone though, missing out the Chains of Corruption. The Tidal Wave coming in, they're looking for the re-engage. Perhaps that's going to be the Death Box, the Pandora's Box out from Glory D. Slows them, puts the brakes on. Banana won't be able to pursue, and they're just going to have to reset.
So with 1 HP as well, and Banana, surprisingly enough, they hold on to their base. Everything outside is shattered, everything outside is in shambles, but their base still stands for that much longer. We see the gold count, we see Shy as well as Joyce. They're still pulling so far ahead of their counterparts, and this means that the game is lying in Tails really. He needs to carry the game. IH, Static Shift, and Navari Quick Blades. He is going to be doing pretty decent amount of DPS. I do believe he needs some armor penetration to go along with it, and then we will be counting on Xayah to see if he can really try to carry the game. We'll rely on Kha'Zix as a backup plan. He is going to be trying to clean up the team fights after Xayah does the bulk of the DPS.
Give me an idea of that, Omo, because you talk about how Vendetta can still come online as a secondary carry potential. What does he actually need in order to come online here?
He needs Tails to do the bulk of the work, really. He needs the desire to really get everyone low so that he can use the AoE spikes to like chase them down, and he can, you know, maybe try to get some jump resets in. It's a lot to ask for, and I don't think that Tails has been a reliable carry for Banana at any stage, really. So I think this is a bit of a reach here. When you see Vendetta being 4k down his counterpart, that's typically when you know that the game is done. And I feel like Banana, this game is done for them, but I'm happy to see they're still trying to find angles to punch back.
Trying to pop the Destiny just to get some information of where the enemy team is going to be. Spot out that Shy is off in the other side of the map. They know where Ellie is as well, so things are looking pretty safe for them. They can just afford to go and clear out the waves, not have to commit to a fight. Next one's gonna be that Elder Cloud Drake, as well as the Baron alive right now. Couple of big objectives coming online that Banana have to watch out for.
Yeah, what can you really do with your Banana? You cannot walk up on this mid lane. Destiny Gate has been used as well. Dialing is here with the arrows, stealing away your jungle camps. It's just so impossible to play against a Varus who has full control when he has the Trash to save him, right? I talk about Trash being a bait pick. It only really works when you're that much better. Well, in this case, Glory D was just that much better.
And it seems as well that, you know, we've been talking a little bit during our narrative meets, during our research sessions. Oh, yeah, almost wants to still kill on the Vendetta. It looks like they actually maybe were trying to find this. Flashing in, they get the lockdown, find the catch back onto Soul. But Soul's gonna flash away as well. He has the gold card. Actually, he pokes out the red instead. Barely dodges away for the crowd control. Banana survived to see another fight, but the next fight might be the end of it all, Mo.
It might indeed. A lot of ultimates burn for Flash. This could be an attempt at a re-engage.
The best re-engage coming through, but they do manage to find Glory D. It's a good spot for them to be in. They find decent damage back onto the Thresh, now locking down back onto Ellie. The Ignite comes through. They find the first kill to start things off. Now they have to reset off the Baron. Jumping over the wall, Joyce walks back in on them, but the Varus is too much for them to deal with. Gold card comes in, and Nitrogen, he's just looking to buy some time, build some space for the rest of the team.
Tails auto, man!
Tails can't find an angle to get anything done. They get the Aqua Prison back onto Shido. Shy has to flash away, now over to the other side. Joyce flashes in onto Soul, and Soul is dead. He's gone. That's going to be mid laner gone. The crowd control that you've been relying on. Nice use of the ultimate from Desire to survive, but now he flashes the wall, but he's onto Shy instead. Nitrogen's going to go down. He flashes in, but doesn't realize that Shy's there, waiting for him in the Baron lane. It's a triple kill. Team Flash takedown 4.
Team Flash, this was a sweep for them. Brilliant manipulation of the waves. Shy realizes that this fight was not looking good. He rushes mid lane to just push down the inhibitor. Banana, they were lost. They couldn't commit to a single call. They didn't know if they wanted to take the fight or if they wanted to defend. And this is Flash just marching down the mid lane.
That's just it. Game number 2 heads over to Team Flash as they go up to match point.
They do indeed, and this is dominance yet again from Team Flash. We've talked about it. When Vendetta does not get a hit, Banana do not.
Moving directly into the champ select, as Banana this time goes back to blue side. Now, this is where we will have to focus on what they are prioritizing on the ban, and they immediately take out Ziggs to eliminate a little bit more global pressure, so that they won't be able to flex it onto bottom as well. But I feel like this doesn't really concern Team Flash. They're just going to continue with the same sort of ban, but Banana finally has invested in 2 of these picks that's been shown by Team Flash, which is both the Aurelia as well as the Varus.
Though Olaf and Lee Sin will be left open as Banana has left it up, with Renekton being prioritized by Banana. As you stated, they have huge respects onto Varus and Aurelia, 2 of the key champions that Team Flash has played prior to this game. So banning it away forces out Team Flash to go to another route, but leaves Camille and Lee Sin open. Lee Sin, I think, will be a menace of a champion to play against, especially at level 3. He can go into the mid lane or even into the bot lane to get that first blood, especially how Team Flash has played in the past 2 games.
Yeah, and you know, Team Banana definitely offering what Team Flash has needed in the past few series, where we have seen Shy feeling so confident on the Camille pick, but that also leaves a little bit more of spacing for Banana here to still commit to the Xayah pick. So you can invest in that extra ultimate on top of the marksman of Team Banana, while you still have player defense coming from the Braum. So I think that this is a good way to start things off, which is not too telling of who's gonna go where for the mid lane.
Yeah, it's still a question mark because these 2 teams still hasn't picking up an AD champion. Renekton can be flexed into the mid lane, but more potentially, as we've seen in the past series, it's more favorable to go into the Baron lane instead of the mid lane. But so far, Team Flash picks up the Kai'Sa and the Alistar, huge peeling from the bottom lane from these two teams.
I really do like the Alistar pick here in specific, where if the Riven opts to go right in, you can immediately displace her, whether if you want to headbutt her away or just pulverize across. But Team Banana got answers of their own. You're not going to be able to do that so long as I get a huge shockwave. But who's going to be the one delivering the ball? Is it the Riven, Renekton, Braum? I'm not too certain about this whole idea, but at least they got to try to make this one work. While Flash, they got so much great mobility that they could easily just dive right into turret if they get any sort of chance at all. So Arya is the final pick here to face off against the Orianna.
Yeah, with teams, with champions being locked in for these two teams, something that I want to take note of Banana is every single one of their champions have mobility or have an escape route in the fight. Orianna has the ball, go for mobility. Riven can jump through walls. Braum can jump through champions on allies. Xayah has Feather Storm, and Renekton can dash away as well. So I think this is something that Team Flash needs to respect if they cannot dismiss this.
Moving into this one again, it's still going to be that Xayah. It's still going to go up against that Kai'Sa. So hopefully this time around, it's going to be a little bit better for Banana.
Granted, my bar is auto-attacking more than once in an entire team fight. But, you know, to each their own, right? I think the Xayah pick was not the problem. It's good here yet again. It's good against all their spells. I think our analyst desk touched on this as well, right? Xayah can dodge everything coming in from Flash. That's perfect. The problem is you have to be very on the ball about it, and you have to make sure you're auto-attacking, man, because you're playing into
I see what you did there, Omo. Gotta be on the ball when you have Orianna on your team. It's Team Banana versus Team Flash moving into game number 4, and Flash just need one more win. Banana backs against the wall. They showed us a great first game. Let's see how they take this one.
Indeed, and this is going to be a nice start.
Interesting start, for sure.
Considering that Alistar is not a champion at level 1, they did what they could. It could have been a lot worse. I feel like Banana could have been way more aggressive there. Just chase down Dialing once you tagged him with the Winston's Bite. Xayah needs to add second skill, and then you will be able to do a huge chunk at level 1. But they still do get prio early, and I think that this is instrumental for them. Because the problems that we were touching on, right, was the Garen pick is number 1, and the second thing is it's so hard to play jungle for Vendetta when your bot is getting gapped and the support is in your jungle at every camp you walk towards. This is a nice change of pace. We see the Alistar pick get rightfully punished here, but I feel like Banana could be doing more. The key matchup in this game, though, it's not going to be in the bottom lane, it's going to be Nitrogen against Shy. He was stabilizing with the Garen pick. Now he's getting out-traded with the Renekton, and I get it, Shy is one of the most mechanically skilled players here. So it's going to be a tall order for Nitrogen to survive this one, as the dive is going to be coming in.
Yeah, they're looking for something here. Joyce is going to get spotted out by the ward, so iNitrogen has to be a little bit aware of how this one's going to play out. The crashed in. He's lacking the Fury, does try to clear it out, but there's going to be the Ignite coming through. He dodges away from a lot of the damage. Hookshot coming in. Flash for Flash, but a tactical sweep, and iNitrogen still gets taken down. First blood for Flash.
Flashed the wrong way. He needed to flash back to the tower. He had the right idea, but ultimately mis-executes a little bit. I think he still did a very good job at making it difficult for them to dive him. It's a trade attempt from Banana at the bot side jungle, though. Will they be able to get the blue buff? I think they do. We'll just be able to trade sides.
Oh yeah, it's a minor nuance for sure, but those small differences are what's going to compound, and we've seen how well Team Flash is able to play to this. Let's talk a little bit more about this top lane matchup, Omo, because you mentioned iNitrogen. In his regular season, he's defaulted to playing tanks just to deal with players like SSK instead of playing 4 strong dominant champions like the Renekton. You do see a little bit of a cheeky steal away from Vendetta.
Yes, indeed. But the good thing is the rest of the map is stabilized as well. iNitrogen might be getting a little bit dumpstered here. It's kind of expected, right? When you give a champion like Camille over to Shy, you can't really blame the man. If you do your prep for the game, this is what you would be expecting. I think they had to go for this Garen adaptation. This Renekton adaptation. And I think in the mid game, I still think he will do fine. But they want more here, Flash.
Okay, they're walking up. They're going aggressive. There we go. They get the Hexing Ultimatum off. Unfortunately, Vendetta is going to be there. Barely misses out the damage. Misses out the execute. Team Flash get away with 1.
And they are just sitting on this Baron lane right now. It's going to be so difficult for Banana to try to get back into this one. They want more.
They get the Ignite off, they get damage on the Vendetta, and they take down the second, and 3 kills on the board for Flash.
3 kills on the board, indeed. They play so well around the leads that Shy is getting. It was a very nice roam from Ellie on this Ahri. I think he's been doing very well this series. See some traits here. Unbreakable
Looking at some
available.
good damage back, but yeah, Unbreakable available for Glory D. Means he's gonna be tanky, means he soaks up damage. Tails, he has a little bit more. They don't commit all too much there, so it looks still pretty okay for Team Banana.
Indeed, it does look okay. It's a pretty decent trade in the bot side. It's pretty even. I feel like they should be getting more because they have the favorable matchup. But still, Team Flash on the other side of the map, they're doing exactly what they need to. 2,000 gold lead for Shy as he bases. He's gonna pick up the Trinity Force. Nitrogen here, still on the Vampiric Scepter. It's a very sad spot to be in. And if Shy recalls here, makes his way to a team fight at the objective, it's gonna be nigh unwinnable for Banana.
Again, hitting us up with the big words. Not impossible is the theme that we're looking at. Team Flash have their pick of the litter. It's Dragon and Rift Herald up. It looks like they're going to walk towards the bottom side first. But is a little bit undecided yet. He's still looking to move around, trying to figure out which objective he wants to go for exactly. Team Banana do have a little bit more vision around the Dragon, so that's going to give them a bit more information. Vendetta's going to be contesting the bot side as well.
Yeah, it looks like they will try to contest here and they will trade the Rift Herald. This is going to be very good, I think, for Flash though, because with the Rift Herald, Nitrogen, you cannot defend this turret. You're 2 levels down Shy. They're going to pop that in the Baron lane and they are going to just run it down here. This is going to be a huge influx of gold as well for Shy. Ellie kind of wants to contest this though.
Yeah.
He's testing
Doesn't
the
look
smite.
like it's gonna go over for free. They do manage to find it. Oh, gets the knockback on the Vendetta. He has to get back.
Okay.
He does secure it. There's a vision on the 2. Another shockwave lands on the Glory D with Unbreakable just in time, but it's not gonna keep him in life
They're gonna get
enough.
out. Look at
A
Shy.
double kill comes through for Banana.
Yeah, and they want a Herald at the mid lane right now. Vendetta is going to be defending this alone. I don't think he'll be able to do anything. And that's tier 1 gone like that.
He's running over, but yeah, like you mentioned, it's gonna be tier 1 gone. Team Flash find something in the mid lane exchange at least.
Yeah, they do get the mid lane turret in exchange for the Dragon. I think that's a trade you're happy with if you're Team Flash. This does mean, of course, a bit of time for Nitrogen to get some farm for himself in the Baron lane. We'll just recall, pick up the block for himself. If they do get into a fight right now, it's not the worst scenario for Nitrogen. However, if Shy recalls, he's gonna be so far ahead in terms of items. Joyce is gonna get spotted. We'll just be able to jump away to safety. Big.
Oh, this one makes out as Vendetta's gonna get
Oh,
caught out.
no.
Nice Dragon's Rage with the cake. The shield won't save him. Vendetta gets caught in his
They're
own
gonna
jungle.
dive.
Meanwhile, up the top side, Shy gets the stun back onto Nitrogen, gets upon the dominance, but can't clear the wave.
Oh,
They're diving him
no.
on. Actually, Automaton comes through. It's beautiful aggro juggling. Aggro juggling as they take him down
Yeah.
again.
And that's the problem. If you pick these kind of matchups in the Baron lane, you have to have a mid laner that can enforce it. I understand wanting the Orianna. Oh, they're gonna dive again. Okay, he gets out.
Recalling the face of danger. Yeah, Soul's just gonna recall. But takes a
No.
little bit dangerous for Banana here.
Yes. Well, I understand wanting the Orianna, right? So you have the team fighting secure. But the problem is, if you go for a pick like Orianna, you're never gonna get mid priority. You're never gonna be able to move on the map. And we saw what Ellie accomplished with this Ahri. He got mid pushed out, he moved top lane, he lost so many ways for himself, but he doesn't care. He lets his jungler farm it. The moment he hits 5, he gets his ultimate, he punishes Baron lane, punishes Shy, he punishes Nitrogen together with Shy, losing track of things here, just as Banana are, and it's gonna be such a difficult situation. Shy is gonna be close to the Blade of the Rune King. He's gonna be able to just push and push and push.
Vendetta flashes
misses.
in, unfortunately misses the stun onto Dialing. Will look for Glory D, so at least 1 kill. Should hit it with the Banana, but now Ellie's joining into the thick of things. 4-2. Don't quite think that's what they want to go for. Flash have to back away. They're strong, but not that strong, perhaps.
Indeed, and this is going to be Ellie looking for a little bit more. They might be able to force his ultimate out. No, not quite. I think they should have been able to, though, but it's a bit of a individual misplace. That's the ultimate to stop bases so his team can push mid. Very good stuff here from Flash, correctly identifying what they need to be doing across the map. And 2 mid lane turrets, just like that for Flash.
Yeah, mid lane battered and opened up. The game's looking like Team Flash pulling ahead with the lead. 5,000 gold over Team Banana. A lot of that off the 3 turrets that they've been able to open up. Bot side has been able to hold on. But like you mentioned, they play generally towards that's the weak side, so it hasn't even been able to get much tempo there. Instead, look at that. Nitrogen, he loses so badly in these trades against Shy. Has to be careful. Walking into his own jungle, top side of the map, always handed to Flash.
Yeah, and look at the map, right? Glory D is always there first. He always moves first, and he's always making sure his team's safe, making sure that Banana cannot go for any fights because they never have a numbers advantage. And this is gonna be so huge because Camille with gold lead, we all know what she can do. We all know what Shy can do, especially on Camille. Has the TP picked up, has 2 items. Renekton can never match him now, and with that, pretty much a foregone conclusion. I think it's going to be a very difficult situation for Banana. You see Shy just push the waves, take mid, and now Shy's going to out at Baron lane. It's going to be free.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Oh, wow.
Still has
Survives.
something there.
Yeah.
iNitrogen holds on. Both sides using the Ignite, I think. Or it looks like mostly just iNitrogen.
Yep. Yeah, Shy not having the Ignite, if not, I think he would have been able to find a solo kill. But not having the Ignite just means that Nitrogen heals up so much. Solo kill though? Solo bolo? Oh my god, look at Shy's HP! Nitrogen
So
is
low.
doing so much!
Yeah, he has to flash away as well. And Shy, I don't think he's going to be able to reset in time to get into this dragon.
Yeah.
And that's a big goal difference. You know, iNitrogen, his
Huge.
impact on this fight won't make all that much of a difference. But Team Flash not having Shy might. So then again, it looks like Banana don't recognize this, or at least don't quite care about it. Won't
They can't,
contest.
right? Yeah.
Play it
The
safe
team
in the
comp-
jungle instead.
Yeah, Flash's team comp just makes it so hard for you to walk into them. That's what champions like Lee Sin, Ahri, and Alistar do to you. They have such high amounts of burst, if you face check them, you're dead or lose half your health before the fight even starts. It makes it impossible for Banana to contest, and we're going right back at it. Nitrogen, he might get caught at top lane, but we see a fighter bot.
Okay, nice little bait there. Uses the Glacial Fissure, pulls away a couple of crowd control spells, gets the Unbreakable. It's a 1-for-1 trade on these ultimates. Not all too bad, but it gets some more information where they are as well. Meanwhile, Midwave, I think, still been crashing in. They have been missing a little bit of gold EXP there.
They definitely are, and we see Ali Pool hit to a little bit of a gold lead. Shy just playing in and out so well around the Ruthless Predator of this Renekton. Really nice manipulation from him of his character and how it relates to iNitrogen's Renekton. 4,000 gold lead so far, has the TP, 1 full item up on this Renekton. And it's looking to me like only a matter of time before he ends.
Oh, no. Stands right over the wall, clipped by the vision. Is the way Soul gets caught out in the mid side. Now over the top lane, Vendetta, he's gonna go down as well. iNitrogen, he's stuck in between multiple members of Flash. There's not much he can do. Dragon's Rage gets kicked back into Tails, who's gonna hold on to him, but Team Flash steal away 2 lives.
And Glory D is the name of the game for me. He is always there first. On this Alistar now, yet again, he's always at the fight first, gets in, gets the combo down, and Flash, they are getting more out of the map. Same like in game 2, same like in game 3. When they have the leads, they will run you around the map. Whatever you get on one side would not match what they get on the other. You don't even hit the Winter Spite, so that's it for the fight. Flash, once again, close to a 10,000 gold lead. Let's see if Vendetta can find something here on Dialing, maybe.
Yeah, it's cash money for Team Flash, who are looking to return the favor to Team Banana. In
Chasing
that first
him.
game,
He's
you know?
chasing Dialing, gets the flash. Fortunately, we don't quite get it on the Observer Cam, but that's gonna be Riven burning the Flash of Kai'Sa.
Interesting moves. Vendetta does manage to take that away. I'm not quite sure how impactful that's going to be in these next fights, especially with Vendetta. He's only about 7,200 gold in. Still looking to complete his second item. Once he has that, surely he's going to have a lot more damage. He's going to have a lot more presence in these fights. But until then, you know, he's not going to have as much impact as what we see from Joyce.
Indeed, he is not. Joyce is doing so much on the map right now. In the last 2 games as well, Joyce has been the MVP for me. I know Shy has been looking flashy, but everything has been enabled and set up by Joyce. It's going to be a tough call for us later when we have to decide who the MVP is going to be. I think these 2 guys put on a pretty decent performance in this match. Of course, with that said, it's not over just yet. Banana, they still have a hope in this game, right? They still have a chance for the miracle team fight. You get a 5-man Shockwave, 5-man Riven combo, get some Xayah feathers on the ground. I think it's not a foregone conclusion just yet. The main thing though is there's no answer to this Camille. He's just kicking this Renekton and he can't do anything.
Ooh. Yeah, definitely some hopium there for you, Omo, but Shot down the bottom side, nearly takes down Nitrogen, takes the flash away. There's a couple of summons supposed to be committed, but Turret at least the team flash, so they still get a pretty chunk of change. Meanwhile, Chloe's gonna get caught out. They're looking to get this catch off. Glacial Fissure just barely clips them off. Dialing, trying to dodge away. Vendetta's coming in now, but the Dragon's Rage gonna hold him back. Golden is dodge away from the Shockwave, still alive, and Tails is not able to output the damage in his need, not able to come online with the damage source. 14 Banana, they can't hold on, they can't stop them. Now the Frank's coming in early. They sweep them up, and only iNitrogen's left alive.
And it is a disaster for Banana coming from every angle. Team Flash collapse on them. very good individual plays from the members of Team Flash. Johnny has to dodge out on the Shockwave. Lee Sin combo to save his AD carry. They're gonna get mid lane inhibitor. They're gonna get the Baron. And the whole map, the whole game, I would say even the whole series here belongs to Team Flash.
It's not the flash in the pan.
It's not
Team
for sure.
Flash.
Indeed, it is not. And that's gonna be a bit of a scuffle once again. Shy and Nitrogen. Nitrogen doing his best to hold his own despite being set so far behind. Still though, 15,000 gold at 13 minutes. This one for Team Flash looks to be all but in the bag.
Oh, very impressive there. Omo, I see you can now count for the numbers, giving us a rundown on the goal difference as we look to see how Team Flash close this one out. 13 minutes and 45 seconds just into the game. This is a little bit right past the average game time. This is the Team Flash that we have seen in the regular season. Looking strong, looking like how they played in the Vietnamese Sea Icon series, and they're looking to take this game away. One more kill on the iNitrogen here, perhaps. Doesn't have his ultimate, so has to try and get away. Glory D is going to soak up the damage. Unbreakable, still available. Didn't even have to expend it there. That's how powerful they are, Omo.
Indeed, and I want to add on to your point as well, right? You said looking like how they looked in the regular season in Vietnam. Actually, that's not the case. They're the 4th best team in Vietnam. And if that doesn't tell you how scary Team Flash is, how scary the Vietnamese region is, maybe this team fight well.
As they start things off, they take down Soul first. The Oriana will never find the light of day to use those ultimates like they want to. Never quite get the wombo combo that they want. And Team Flash, they're ready to read them a bedtime story. Ready to put them in their crib, put them to sleep. One after the other, taking down iNitrogen next. We still see the Guardian Angel available for Joyce. He jumps in a little bit too deep, but on to the next, and that's gonna be game. Team Flash pull away the series.
And Team Flash 3-1, they advance to the winners bracket finals here in Group C. That means that